Okay, y'all. So it's like 6:30 in the morning, right? I wake up and my throat is on fire. Like, I can barely even talk. I don't even know if y'all can hear me, but like, I can barely even like talk because my throat is like so on fire. What the heck, bro? I don't got time for this. I literally got up to like get some water. It's like not doing anything. Like I can like literally feel my throat is like swollen, and like I could feel my voice like going last night, but that didn't even make any sense because I'm like, I haven't been like yelling or anything. Like I've been talking a lot, but not like yelling. So I don't know why like my throat is like swollen right now. Like, oh my god, bro. Like this is ridiculous. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm hoping it gets better if I go back to sleep, but I don't know, man. Like, and I don't even feel like sick or like bad. It's like literally just my throat. So like, I don't know. So we're here taking pictures, right? And all of a sudden, a big fire truck just came through. What is going on? Did someone start a fire?
Talk about disability perceptions, a lot of Black and brown people are criminalized for showing symptoms of having a disability, for being out in public with mental health issues and disorders. And then on top of that, you have a narrative around disability that is not for disabled people. You have a narrative around disability that is meant to be inspiring and cute and whatever. I hate it. Truly hate it. Because that's a perception that doesn't actually serve how we live in the world and how disability is a societal issue. You know, we pinpoint like individual good to excuse systemic harm. And so when we talk about disability, we talk about the stories that actually matter to disabled people, they are very much in stark contrast to what we've always been shown about disability. And so when I make content, it's not for non-disabled people to look in on and be like, oh, that's so sweet. I could care less. It's for disabled people to say like, I relate to that. Oh, I get that. I've had that happen. And that's the part that makes me feel most validated in what I'm doing. What I'm doing is not the approval of people outside of my community. It is the joy that is cultivated from within.
Know that you are not alone, that you are seen, that you are heard. So many people feel like they're voiceless. And so I'm just really glad that I can bring a voice to people that, really, really need that.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. So, not to get too in the weeds with anything, but like from the 1860s till 1974, it was illegal for disabled people to be in public. So disability representation is fairly new, and the only caveat to that mass institutionalization of disabled people during that time period was as entertainment, was as freak shows and circus performers and things like that. So when we talk about disability representation, it's important to note that it was only around the 70s that we started moving disabled people from institutional settings to the public sphere. And it's really only in the last maybe 10 to 15 years that we're seeing not just disabled people in popular media, but diverse disabled people in popular media. We're not just seeing like one pigeonhole, paint by numbers idea of what diversity looks like on the screen. We're seeing like more dynamic characters, with characters that have personalities outside of the needs or wants of the non-disabled characters beside them.
Nothing about us without us.
Yeah.
A lot of times, companies or people are well-meaning and try to represent communities well, but if you don't include the community you're trying to represent, then that's where we fall into all different problems. So I want to know why is representation important? You guys kind of touched on this, and I feel like we kind of talked, we hear that a lot, like representation is important, but like what does representation like mean to you guys in your audiences?
Well, I think the representation, I want to keep this one over here. I think representation is incredibly important. I also don't think it's the end all be all. I think we need policy change. I think we need better representation in politics and in the media. But I think it is a good step into making sure people realize that these diverse perspectives have a very real impact on our daily lives. Not just like, some far off concept of who this community is, who they are, who it could be. But no, this is the daily slog through ableism, racism, and systemic issues. And I think that when it comes to, like I said, creating those representations, it's incredibly important that we have as many perspectives as possible, because I think the issue is that when we see popular media, when we see people being represented, we pick like the one. They're like, right, like, we're gonna pick the one that's gonna represent all of them. And then people in the community are like, there's more of us, like, there's an abundance of us. And so I think it's important not just to just talk about representation, but like our responsibility in molding the representation and like bringing up people behind us and saying, okay, now it's your turn. Let's make sure that you have a chance in this too, so we can have as many diverse perspectives as possible.
Yeah, I fully agree with that. I mean, something for me that I've gone through my whole life is not seeing someone that looked like me, either on TV or, in social media. And so, I actually just met a content creator yesterday. She said she was Puerto Rican, and I said I was Puerto Rican. She said, I actually haven't met any other Puerto Rican creators. And so it's just really nice to be able to, represent my culture, my community, and I agree. I think that there are so many people out there in mainstream, mainstream,
Circles.
yes, thank you. Mainstream circles where they just like pick that one person to like represent everyone, and it's like, well, there's so many other people that can represent and that can add value, and it's just so important to have representation in social media because it's so accessible to so many people. So
Yeah, it's learning it.
yeah.
It's a going to where people are.
Yeah.
Making it accessible. I think another thing that's really important when it comes to like representation of our communities and our identities is also showing like our joy in the way that, we're not only so in the ways that we're oppressed, which of course that's important as well when you're part of a marginalized group, but showing our joy I think is just as crucial. Now, Callie just got here. No, you lost. But I wanted to throw this question to you because Allie made a lot of sorry. You good. You have to turn on the switch. Yeah, we're good. Okay. But yeah, you make a lot of like comedy skits, and joy is a really big part of like how your audience has connected to you. So why is making like joyful content important?
So with me making joyful content, I feel like there's a lot of people trying to just escape. A lot of people just trying to want to just laugh at the end of the day. I want somebody to feel good at the end of the day. And sometimes when I read through my comments, it's just, I would see stuff where people just, you really like, this video just made my whole day. I was having a bad day and things like that. That stuff really makes me happy because it's just, I'm helping people like kind of just at the end of the day, just make it through, because a lot of people, you don't know what they're going through. And I like being able to help people with that too. And it's funny because my sister's a therapist, and I feel like I kind of doing the same thing with comedy, and it makes me happy to just do things like that. And I just feel like that's just something kind of powerful to kind of just help people in that way. So comedy is kind of a release for me, and I can help other people release through that too.
Yeah. I also think like, especially being a Black creator, I think it's really important, like to kind of like show our joy. And I honestly think like joy is one of like the greatest acts of like resistance to systems that, oppress like Black and brown people. And so I actually want to ask the same question to Sarai, because I know she makes like a lot of comedy skits about like being in the workplace and your experiences working, different jobs. So how has joy connected with your audience, and why is it such an important part to deliver your message?
I think that what I've noticed is, just like you said, I get so many messages from people that are saying, you bring so much joy into my life, and this is what keeps me going, this is what keeps me fulfilled, because I want to really spread joy. I really want people to watch my content and just laugh and feel happy, feel better. I talk a lot about a lot of serious topics and issues, but I'm able to, make it funny and entertaining. And so I think that comedy is really important in that sense, because you have this issue that it's intimidating, it's hard to talk about, people don't want to, talk about it, they're going through something really difficult, but then you have this conversation with so many people that are going through the same thing, and then everyone's able to laugh about it and talk about it, and you start a conversation, and I'm just so glad that I'm able to, bring joy to so many people. That's what keeps me going, honestly.
For me, I want to do a lot. I want to push for it. It's just, as she was saying, like, building a following out of nowhere, because TikTok came out during the pandemic, and I remember even just posting on TikTok, it reminded me of mine, so I kind of got a little bit maybe posting again. But I didn't expect to build a following off of TikTok. It was just something, I wasn't full-time creator, I was just doing it for fun. And then when you just get millions of followers out of nowhere, I kind of felt like, oh, okay, now I'm obligated to make more content, maybe like do this, like to help other people. But that was just an issue for me, just to learn to like kind of pull back and just kind of like just take care of yourself. So that was my biggest issue with social media, was just because of that. And I realized like I gotta you gotta take care of yourself. You can't just, but like because for me, like I had to realize that wasn't selfish to take care of yourself. It was something that I learned, which I'm grateful for, and that's something the internet like kind of taught me too. But that's kind of just, that was an issue for me, and something that even until today, I just like coming to VidCon. This is the first time in like, I would say like a year. I haven't posted in like 4 days, like, because I'm always consistent with it and stuff, and I feel guilty for it, but I feel like it's good to kind of let go and kind of just take time, be in the present moment, and kind of just relax and just enjoy life and take it for what it is. So it's like, that's something I'm still learning, but something that I think that's important.
So how do you feel?
I was so nervous, like I was like shaking at the beginning. But
You did really
nerves
good.
started to relax as we went on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay.
We're supposed to have 10 minutes left here, so we gotta fill time somehow.
All right, so we just left Asmara's panel. How are you feeling?
Yes, I'm really happy. Now that it's over, like nerves are really, like my anxiety's like at a 10 when I first started, but then as the panel went on, I got more comfortable. So, yeah.
And she did really good. Y'all will see. I took some clips. But now we're gonna head on over to this Papa John's food stall and get some food before our last panel.
And then I got a little surprise for y'all at the end.
I'm good. What time did you guys close today? 4 o'clock. 4? Okay. So you came perfect time. Yep. So this was your other suggestion, right?
Huh?
Like this is your other.
Yeah. All right, I think I'm gonna get it this size. About to get my first tattoo. I'm really nervous. I've been wanting this for a while, so I'm a tough cookie. Tough cookie. Yes. I have a high pain tolerance, so I should be good.
It was so hard to order them, and the mail took forever, and she was like, that was the. Coffee.
No, I'm good.
Ron, right? Yeah. You want any coffee?
It's getting real. Oh. That's like numbing? Oh, no.
This is transfer.
Okay. You can
The
tell I
numbing
have...
doesn't. The numbing. One of the main things about the numbing is that it only really works where there's like some fatty tissue, like on the wrist, hands. It just doesn't do anything because like the way the numbing cream works is that it inflames the tissue, constricts the flow of blood to the nerves, and so you have to have some tissue to inflame. And like there's just not really too much.
At the wrist, okay.
You just kind of, but it won't take.
Okay. You know roughly how long?
Crazy, you know. I mean, I think when you get paid, like, and they got paid like real money
Yeah.
to play games. Like,
There's a lot of money machine.
well, they were like tournament players, so they.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they probably. I mean, the main guy probably made $250,000 a year. Like the red is looks pretty. We'll go over that, but I'll get that market. So it's your it's gonna be a minute. So like I think it's good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, looks good.
I love it. That is really pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more like strapless tops or like one sleeve tops. That's so pretty.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, do you want to be in the middle? This is your vlog.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, is that like a better angle for you or no?
I mean, this is the angle I normally be at, so it's
Okay.
fine. All right, hey y'all. So we are wrapping things up with this. Okay, I just dropped my tissues. With this, with this Baltimore VidCon trip. What are you guys' overall thoughts of the convention?
Overall, I really enjoyed the panels.
Mhm.
We did have high critiques,
Yes.
but I did enjoy the talking pieces. I enjoyed Mackenzie's most.
Yes.
And
Honestly, low key, like,
not
and I'm
too
not
biased.
saying this because
Yeah.
she's our friend, but I feel like hers was the best panel.
It definitely was. I mean, you got high compliments, high praise.
Mm-hmm.
Questions were well formulated. So I definitely liked your panel the most, but I did like that they had that panel option that if you wanted to hear your favorite creator or someone you didn't know speak about their content, you could go. So I like that. And I liked Miss Shirley's restaurant. That was my
Yes.
favorite.
Yeah,
Also.
that was pretty good. Yeah.
What are your overall thoughts? I feel like I definitely am really glad that I came. It was great just hearing from other creators, being able to be around just other people in this space. Like, I feel like when you aren't in like an environment like this or living in LA or something, like you don't really get this many opportunities to be around so many creators and like people working towards like a similar thing that you are. So I really loved, you know, just being able to network and what else? Just, I don't know, just be in this space. Anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, I'm really grateful for my opportunity to speak. That was definitely like a highlight for me. I literally put like, I wanted to host, like I put hosting as something on like my vision board for my channel.
Oh, I love that.
So like the fact that like I got to do that at the first VidCon Baltimore, like people, when I told people this is my first VidCon and they're like, oh, you're speaking?
Like, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a huge blessing. And I appreciated that. I also love spending time with you guys. This weekend was really fun.
It was. No, it was. It really was. Because also, this is my first time.
Like, this is, I don't leave it.
No, I don't either. Y'all know I don't leave
We're
the
all
house.
just homebodies.
Literally. This is also my first time meeting the both of them in person.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
so, yeah.
She literally came up here to meet strangers.
No, literally.
It was like, I don't really know y'all, but sure, let's do it.
I desperately needed a social life. But yeah, everything worked out. And as I was saying earlier, like I really liked how this VidCon was really highlighting a lot of like a lot of like smaller and like medium sized creators, because I felt like in California, you know, you have like the Mr. Beasts and like, you know, the Logan Pauls. And so I'm glad that a lot of creators that maybe have gotten overlooked got to get a spotlight at this particular VidCon. So yeah, I really liked it. Would y'all go again next year?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Definitely. I feel like they can only go up from here. Like, they definitely, you know, there were some kinks they had to work out. Like, it was their first one. But I feel like if they keep improving, like, if they actually take people's feedback into account, like, I'm going to keep coming back.
And the people we met, like, that weren't, like, panelists, but also were there, like, us to just see what was going on, were really nice.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like, were open to sharing their account and, like, you know, exchanging ideas and information. So I think that's so cool that we also were able to network with each other and not just like the industry top dog people, like you, like the gamers that y'all met, like the game creators. Like that was so cool how they just were like, hey,
They're just like, hi.
Yeah.
we do this, and you're like, oh cool, like would have never thought. So it's cool like that too, how like everyone felt comfortable to like just like go up to each other and just be like, this is what I do, what do you do, let's spread the wealth, you know.
Yeah. Overall, yeah, this was definitely an A+ trip. I would definitely go again next year as well. I wonder if they're gonna keep it in Baltimore.
I hope they do, because it's like close for me.
Or
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
DC would be a nice backup place. I'm biased.
Uh-huh.
I'm on like 15 minutes.
But yeah, so we are going to wrap things up and chill, maybe watch a movie. Y'all are probably wondering why I got this blanket. I am still feeling under the weather, but I was still able to push through that. So hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. But yeah, I'm so bad at ending vlogs. But yeah,
Subscribe.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video.
Bye.
Yo, not there being a cockroach, bro. What the heck? Oh, I'm so glad I didn't see you the last day, because Jesus. I don't know.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Is it over there?
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay.
Listen.
I think it's dead.
Okay. Wait, what is that?
Wait, does that shit have wings?
Oh no.
I don't know if that's a cockroach. Wait.
Okay.
I think it's dead though.
Alright. Oh, what's that?
I know your birthday's not until the end of the month, but I got you something.
Oh my god, thank you.
You're welcome. You can open it now or you can open it at home, but I would recommend opening it before your birthday.
Okay, I will. And I'll film myself opening it and I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.